Okay, hello everyone. Let's get you up a bit. So here we are with the little ones. Oh well, these are not that little anymore, I guess, but yeah. So I'm going to show you. Well, there's has been now 2 weeks after the last video, but yeah, let's look what we have here at this point. Okay. So, oh gosh, I really had like really good ideas how to present this, and it all. Oh, I have left their water after I watered this yesterday, I think. Yeah. So this one has been. This is the Stanhopeia oculata, and it has stayed in the cooler and more humid room, which I have for some of the plants, and it's been growing slowly. I should actually take a look if there is any roots in there, because I haven't done that. And this is really starting to bulging. I really don't know when it starts to do the root system thingy. I just don't like it being this deep in the pot, because most of the pseudobulbs are buried inside here. I might actually take off some media and check them, but yeah, it's doing fine. The coloration hasn't changed, and actually this friend Genesiana or Geniciana, whichever way you want to pronounce it, it's actually getting darker leaves, so they don't like that highlight as my Tigrina, or a combination of highlight and warm temperature. So I have to keep an eye on these Stanhopeias. But yeah, I'm going to give a presentation at some point this winter about my Stanhopeias and how I'm keeping them alive in Finnish weather and in Finnish apartment. One thing I have different from example from block houses, or I don't remember what's when you have like apartments above each other. I really don't remember the Swedish English term for it. You know what I mean. So anyway, those are quite a lot more warmer. Gosh, I feel like after 2 weeks I haven't spoken in English, and I feel like I cannot even speak anymore. Anyway, well, it's not warmer there here as it is there. For example, last night I took the temperature in this room where I'm sitting now. It was actually little less. It was like 19.80 degrees of Celsius, and yeah, it's like it drops down quite a lot, because at this point the radiators aren't on yet. They wait until certain temperatures outside, and this is not that new apartment. I think it's like 30 years old or something, so the isolation is not that good. So when the coldness comes, it's cooler for a while. So I did so that I actually decrease the amount of light I'm giving to my plants. So hopefully they are going to feel like it's winter. And within a month or two, when it kicks in, the temperature starts to rise, I can actually start little by little increasing the light, so they think that now it's the summertime again. And my humidity is during the daytime, it's around 58, 63, depends on where you measure the whole room. And then during the nighttime, it actually goes to 68, 69% humidity. So yeah, I am having winter here, so hence the clothing. I'm really feeling cold. Okay, and then the next one. So this is the Vanda tricolor variety service, and I don't understand why I'm pronouncing them if you can actually read. But yeah, I guess it has grown. It's clearly longer, and when I left, I actually left a little bit of water on the bottom of this mug. I still haven't changed sorry, I'm distracted again, but anyway, before I left, I talked about buying some pots which are smaller, but they were too big, so I'm still using my mugs. So anyway, so this has been growing, and I have kept it quite moist, and I left some water in because I knew that it was going to get dried up quite fast. And what I have noticed with the cerulean or carulia, which were with that Vanda, because it's a species, it does require a lot of water, even though I have this humidity in the apartment. So I didn't want this to die. I'm actually, if I remember, I'm going to show you what I killed. I killed one of the cool growing oncidiums because I made a mistake, but that's like live and learn. Just wait, you'll see it. Okay. And this one is the Angrecum leonis. Yeah, I guess this has grown as well. I don't see any critically new things happening. I would say that this has grown quite a lot because it's almost the size of this leaf. So I cannot say anything. I guess it's because of the coolness. They are not that active, although under the light during the day, the temperature rises to 23, a bit above that. But yeah, that's with that one. Well, it's not dying. It's growing, so yeah, doing stuff. Okay, switch this one there. Let's take this one here. So this is the Laelia purpurata. And that eye hasn't moved. It just like stalled. And as you can see, this is starting already opening up the leaf. So it's going to be the similar size as this pseudobulb. At least it's not smaller. It might actually grow even bigger than that one, because sometimes, even though they start now like bulging and making the pseudobulb, it might actually still grow a bit higher. At least my dendrobiums does that. Don't remember with these ones. Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, I cannot see any roots, so I'm not repotting this now. Okay, and then the next one. Okay, so remember this one? I broke that tip. Yep. So as you can see, it was only the tip of the leaf, so no big deals. Nothing has broken like irreversibly. Oh, horrible word. Irreversibly. So yeah, growing, no new roots. well, this is anyway, it's like decent sized pot. It doesn't need to be moved, and I don't think, wait, no, I cannot smell any like anything gone off or anything, so I might actually wait until next year. So this is the Catalithonia red round cross with Arizona. I'm really waiting for this one. I think it's going to be quite red. I lost my red Calea, which I bought from Karke. It just went down, got some sort of disease like the black thing, which just the black rot. You know what happens when you get the black rot. Anyway, let's get the next one. So these are okay. Might actually report that Laelia, but yeah, well, Cattleya nowadays. It's not Laelia anymore. It's old Brazilian Laelias, Cattleya. Oh, what was it? Purpurata. Yes. So this is Cattleya tenebrosa, or Laelia. And as you can see, the pseudobulb is growing really nicely, so it's going to be a lot bigger than the previous one. Or it's down here, as you can see. It's a bit wonky, so I think I need to train this a bit better now that it has been underneath the light. So this one has grown up above. As I had it underneath grow light, I moved this away from here. So that way this is growing much better way than these two. But yeah, no new growths, no roots, it's just minding its own business. Yeah. Growing. I cannot say anything else. Just everything is growing. This is the fun part. I really love those roots. Just look at those roots. They just look so amazing. It was great good timing to actually report it before I left, even though I was really wary of it. But it has already put down some roots there. Behind there, I don't want to dig it more because of the roots are so brittle at this point, but yeah, it has gone like taken off. I'm hoping the pseudobulb is going to be as big as the old one, maybe similar size, but looking great. No problems with the leaves. And you want to know what it is. I'm assuming you might actually have guessed. So this is the Brassia. This is second Brassia that I have. I have one more which was from Karke, which I don't remember what's the name of it. It went downhill. I lost like 2 parts of it. And the third one has survived, and I'm going to show you when I'm going to have the Oncidium Alliance presentation for you guys. I think Brassias was part of it somehow, but a bit further or something, but yeah. It's a big plant already, so it's not like, this one is not like it's clearly not a seedling anymore. I would say that it's young plant, and I think this was young plant when I bought it, so it wasn't in that part where they say that there is this seedlings. Okay, and this one it has grown a bit funny way. So this is the Dendrobium nobile variety virginale, or Dendrobium nobile virginale, how do you call it? Well, yeah, I reported this as well before I left, and there you can see, I guess you can see somehow there is the new roots coming out. Oh wait, okay, now you can actually see them. So yeah, and that new growth has started pushing out. If you are able to actually see something. Yeah, now you can see. So growing, pushing out new root. This has matured in 1 month that in my care, so everything's tickety boo. So yeah, these are the young plants. And next I'm going to start bringing, sorry about the mess behind there. Okay. So I'm going to bring in the seedlings, first batch. I think I'm going to bring to you, gosh, I always forget to, and I have, you never guess, I haven't wrote it. Oh, but anyway, it's the same relation as the mule ear on Oncidium. Don't remember it was Trichocentrum or something. So I'm going to bring that first, and then I'm going to bring the kitties, aka Cattleyas. Yeah, just a sec. So here we are. This is I think it was Trichocentrum sebalentum. I really have to change it, but you can find it with this name as well. So this was the rat tail Oncidium, the common name. And there are 3 of them here. I can see there is some new roots starting there. If it concentrates somewhere there. And yeah, this one is having root going down there, and the other directions, well, but they haven't been growing like exponentially or anything like that, so I guess they are just doing the root things. Now I have kept them underneath this lid, which is behind there, so they had a little bit more moisture in the air while I was away, and it seems to have been doing the trick. So if you can see, there is new root coming in there, there's new root there, and I'm sure this one is actually growing new root down there. So everyone is actually pushing out new roots, so they are now concentrating on the root production. As you can see, there is new root there as well. Loads of new roots, so yeah. And the next ones. So roots. Nothing but roots, as you can see. I don't have anything else to say. I cannot see that there is any new leaf grow or anything like that. Just roots. And this one, that's some sort of root which has stopped. There is coming new root underneath there in that smaller. I cannot lift it up more, but now you can actually see it. Yeah, there. And then this one, I don't want to jank it, but I'm sure there is some new root system coming. So these are now concentrating on getting their roots down into the media and growing off. I have these here because I didn't have any other place for these. I think these were the Magdalena, Drosera Magdalena, so they are like residing next to each other, so they are roomies. But anyway, I'm going to put these back, and I'm just going to let them do their stuff. I guess they are happy because they are putting out some root activities, so I'm going to wait for the new growth after they have decided that it's time for the new growth. But yeah, I'm very happy with the progress. So let's go and get the next one. Okay, and we're back. So this is the next one. These are having the cover still on them. And I put this dracedas, all these next to the where the moisture comes. As you can see, the moss has started to grow out. But yeah, enough of them. I'm hoping some of these would find actually a new home, so I really am discussing about them with some lady who might be interested. But yeah, so let's get started with these ones. Okay, I think this has been, oh dear, I need to cut this off. Just a second. I've left it underneath the lid or something. I was in a hurry when I was watering these, so poor thing. So let's see how you are. I don't see any. Well, there is like some new root production there. And I think I see some, no, or yes. That looks like a new pseudobulb. Not sure if you can actually see the same thing as I have, but there is like some new tip off there. And these were the daiquiris, Cattleya daiquiris. Yeah. And then the next one. Ooh. Okay. I had a bit of issues with this Cattleya. It's like, yeah. So it's growing like new pseudobulbs there. It has like some new roots. This is new root which has gone all the way down there. If you can actually see that as well. So there is like underneath there's some new roots coming in. I had this support to keep it upwards, so I really need to try to get it's really difficult with the moss because this is like, yeah, it's not looking that good, but I think it was because it lost like some of the roots, so I think I need to water these and see if I'm able to actually get these back on track. This one is not that good as that one, but this one, it seems to be really it's making a second new pseudobulb, so I think it just needs some feed to actually live on. And I can see there is like coming some new roots over there, underneath there. But yeah, I guess they are now like pushing out some new stuff slowly but surely. So they have done something, but I feel like they have stalled, but I think it's because they sort of lost their old roots or something. So I'm going to wait if they have some interest in getting them back together. And so let's move on to the next ones. So this is the Rune Cattleya and the Pamela Finney crossed with Saccharic Wax. And yeah, it's growing. I cannot say anything else. These look really great. So these have taken off quite well in this environment. Don't know what's up with the Cattleya daiquiri. But yeah, I feel like they have a little bit like slowed down. And that little thing is still hanging in there, buddy. And so yeah, sorry, hopefully I wasn't too loud. So yeah, I don't know. There is new pseudobulb. This one has got its root down all the way down there. So that's actually a root. Yeah, it's all the way down there. So this one is rooted. So yeah, that Recantlianthe is doing great. And then we'll take a look at these ones, and I need to see if I'm able to actually open up this leaf, because these are so funny way like jammed together. I cannot do that, so I need to do it some other time. But yeah, let's see. What have you been doing? Okay, so we can see root there. 2 new roots. So yeah, so these were the Cattleya intermedia, Semialba, Cerulean or Cerulean. This one has 2, 3 pseudobulbs, and it's growing new roots down there, but I'm not sure if you can see them. But yeah, underneath these leaves there is roots coming. Trust me. And then this one, as you can see, it's been pushing out new roots there as well. So, and I'm holding this quite odd way, so you can see there it is. So, growing. And this one seems to be having some sort of bulging in there. And I think it's pushing out some new roots. And yeah. Well, it's just growing as usual. It has quite a lot of leaves, which is quite odd. Don't know, maybe it's some sort of like baby phase for this one. This one, what have you been doing? So there was like 2 plants. There was this one, which apparently has some little new root there. I'm going to put it inside there, and it can now grow on there. So it was a separate plant. And this one has like huge amounts. Just take a look at this one really decided that now it's time for the roots. So I think I'm going to give them some seaweed extract now, because they seems to really need some sort of like fertilizer, and this media is still wet, as you can see. And there you can see there is coming a new pseudobulb down there, if I'm not making it too dark. And there is some fair amount of new roots. So intermedia and Bruncanthleanthe has really taken off. My dickery seems to be, I guess it's lacking some nutrition, because it was growing really well first when I started. So yeah, and of course some of them did lose the longer roots, so don't know what sort of thing that might be that it's like dickery does that. When you repot it, it just gets rid of all the roots. So I really need to think about this one. But yeah, I did see some roots in there, so they should be okay. But these were all the seedlings, and yeah. You probably are going to see these tomorrow, and Thank you for watching, and we'll see on Sunday. I have something for you brewing up then. Bye bye.